mother is standing here. She says nothing like that. She's not at all happy with the child going to the father. She's hardly 3.5 years, and she's not in the welfare of the child. She says that it is not sound enough to send the child to the father.
What is it?
If I may be allowed. So my daughter's just 3.5. I was brutally thrown out of the house during the marriage. I have been more than accommodating. I have been always trying to reconcile and make this relationship work, but it is not coming to that ground. And yes, I respect his decision that he does not want to stay with me. I can't force him to. And every kid in their school comes in the fanciest, most cars. And he says going in an auto is an embarrassment. I have those proofs also. I'll provide it in the next.
No. No, father's petition challenging an order of visitation of the family court granted where overnight custody
What
was.
is this non-filing of the report? What is that report?
Not initially, his lordship had directed both parties to settle the matter and file a joint memo that never happened. Matter was supposed to be listed.
So what is it?
I have moved the memo.
Let us see the order of the court.
Yes.
What was passed by Justice Arun. During the interim custody of the child, the mother shall be permitted to speak to the child.
25th of March, the
Overnight custody is given.
Yes, I've had overnight custody now for more than 3 months.
6 p.m. to 7 p.m. for a period of 20 minutes. Facilitated by audio video call. Mother and the mother has access by way of, so that there is some communication between the mother and child and vice versa.
No, I have had overnight access since January. And even the spring break, which was there in the first week of April, I had half the spring break, I had access for 4 nights. Now the child has vacations, school vacations coming up from 16th of May. Therefore, the matter was to be listed on 17th, and therefore I requested my lord to make some arrangement for the vacation, and today's date was given. So the child is absolutely comfortable with the father.
The age was okay.
3.5-year-old girl child.
My lord, my only submission, my lord, when there is an interim order from the trial court, he is seeking for permanent custody of the child. That cannot be permitted, my lord. Anyways, my lord, it may be taken up after vacation. Detailed objections I'll file. Unless then, no.
What is the order of the family court?
An application for visitation was filed along with.
Let's see that.
Yes.
Where is that order?
Annexure M.
Page number?
Page number 78. Married.
Operative portion.
Operative portion.
Yes.
The operative portion starts at page number
89.
IA number 6 filed with the petitioner under section 12 of the Guardians and Wards Act, read with section 151 of CPC is hereby allowed, partly allowed. Petitioner is permitted to pick the child, Miss Avika, from the school after the school hours and have custody of the child till 4 p.m. on all school days from Monday to Thursday, and to have custody of the child after school hours till 6 p.m. on Friday, and all other days if the school remains closed on the next day. Petitioner is permitted to have the custody of Miss Avika during festivals between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. and the petitioner is permitted to have custody of the child during school vacation period from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. during 50% of the school vacation period. Petitioner shall pick the child from the place of residence of the child and drop the child to the same place after exercising visitation
This is
rights.
such a recent order passed by the court. Why are you before this court?
No, I'm only overnights was not given. The child will not. My lords may even ask the respondents' counsel. The child, every time I drop her back, because I live in a joint family with my parents, grandmother, the entire about 50 people live in the apartment complex where we live. The child refuses to go to the mother every single day. I'm only seeking overnight. I have 50%. I want to overnight.
No.
My lord.
1 minute.
Yes.
I'll ask you. So what is the age of the girl you said?
3.5 years old.
3.5 years.
Yes.
So when the parties separated?
2023.
20?
23.
So she was like 2 years old then?
Yes. I've had visitation throughout. Though we were separated.
No, already the visitation that is granted is I think I have never seen a order of the family court granting this much of visitation to any of the parents. And already, it's a balanced order.
May I
Why
make
do you
this
want it?
Well, now by an interim order passed by his lordship in January, I also have Saturday to Sunday. I have overnight. The child has been coming overnight every weekend and spending Saturday to Sunday with me.
This order is to the order of the other bench is till what date?
It continues.
You can then let it be.
Vacation is coming up. I'm only requesting for vacation because even the previous vacation, your lordship may
You have 50% of the vacation as per the order of
10 to 4 I have.
10 to 4 you have.
Over that, I can take the child out of town. The entire family travels together. Vis-a-vis, the respondent lives alone with her mother. She works, admittedly works. She's not in the position to take the child anywhere during vacation. I'm not asking for the entire vacation. I'm asking for 50%, where I'm allowed to take my child out, out of town. I've produced photographs. I've placed photographs on the record. Your Lordship will kindly see the time that the child has with him.
All the while I was thinking that the family courts are not granting proper custody. That's why everybody is coming to the High Court. But it is something, whatever the family courts grant, still.
Only for
what is
overnight.
But if you see,
it's only that part has been challenged.
For a 3.5 years old girl,
Yes.
what is already the arrangement of the family court is a well-considered one.
We have been having overnights. The mother will vouch for this fact that the child loves coming to my house and spending time with me and my family.
No,
Absolutely no difficulty.
no, absolutely no, madam. Mother is standing here. She says nothing like that. She's not at all happy with the child going to the father.
She may not be.
She's hardly 3.5 years, and she's not in the welfare of the child. She says that it is not sound enough to send the child to the father.
What is it?
If I may be allowed, so my daughter's just 3.5. She from 12. She wakes up at 6 in the morning. She goes to school. She's in the school till 12:30. She's being picked up by the petitioner, that's the father, and she's coming home at 4. She's not getting any sleep in between. She's not getting any rest. She comes home exhausted, hungry. That's when she's throwing pangs and she's having tantrums because the child is sleep deprived. You can ask any mother in this room present, how important for a child is it to sleep during the day after the school is done. So when she's coming home, she's exhausted completely because she's playing there with her father. And I've always allowed and accommodated him and his family even to come home and visit even after I was brutally thrown out of the house during the marriage. I have been more than accommodating. I have been always trying to reconcile and make this relationship work, but it is not coming to that ground. And yes, I respect his decision that he does not want to stay with me. I can't force him to. But in the welfare of child, even now she's going during the weekends, and now she's been fed junk food throughout the day there. She's eating Maggie, pasta, chocolates, sugar, XYZ amount of sugar, which is very unhealthy again. And that is again another reason of the child having pangs. There are scientifically proven studies which show that, how a child reacts with sugar in their body. I can bring it in the next hearing if you want me to. But even during the weekend, she's just going there, she's playing, and she's coming back. The previous order was even taken to take the child to the holiday home in Kunur. She was never taken out of the town. She was in the residence very much. And even now, I'm never allowed to speak to the child she is in his custody. And now my child was sick for the last 4-5 days. And the doctor has clearly told her not to eat any junk food at all. I request this court to please, revise the order for me and the welfare of the child, as she's just 3.5-year-old child, please.
So page 123, Your Lordship, I kindly see a copy of the repetition, page 123. The child was not being sent to school for 4 months to prevent me from having access. This is the school attendance register, page 123 and 124. August 6th, 7th, 13th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, absent. September 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 9th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 30th, absent. October, along with the memo filed on 25th of March, I have produced the other attendance register of the child.
Why the girl didn't go to school for so many days?
Not sending.
Please, madam.
Look at page number
123.
123 of the writ papers.
My lord, I'm sorry, I'm not carrying my file.
Show it to me. Profile.
There's one more memo on 25th of March I filed. Again, absence from December onwards.
My lord, even if the child is not going to the school, he was allowed access.
No, why she's not going? That's what I asked.
Why would not?
Because first thing,
Tell him.
okay, the school is far away. The school is 8 kilometers away from my house. I have no mode of transportation. After that, the court had ordered him to pay for the taxi. Then she started going to school again. And he had promised before putting her in the school. I told him it is a far away school. There is the same branch. There is the same school which is located very 1.2 kilometers from my house, but he denied.
May I, with the Lordship's permission, make one submission?
Just because him to have
For
access.
the mother to drop the child to school every day, taxi fare is being, His Lordship's order, taxi fare is being paid every day. There is no application for maintenance filed. 30,000 rupees, my lord, I have voluntarily agreed to pay to the mother. Educational expenses, I'm taking care of the complete educational expenses. Transportation, I'm paying to the mother to drop the child to school, because His Lordship felt that this kind of attendance for a child who does not have a routine is not in her interest. And the reason given was that I don't have any transportation, I don't have any way to travel to the school. Offered, my lord, voluntarily that she will
Because of this, she's not taking him to school.
not taking. Not, I have messages where the mother sends, child is crying, only if you come and pick up the child. The father, she will go to school, otherwise she will not go, therefore I'm not sending her today. I have placed those messages on record. Her message, my lord.
Where is that?
My lord, I'm sorry, my lord. We have the messages. The mother sends these messages to the father. You come and pick her up, otherwise she will not go to school. It is because of these reasons, my lord, that I've been granted the kind of access I have been given.
Because he says going in an auto is an embarrassment. Using public transport is an embarrassment.
My lord, one submission, my lord. To this particular issue, what I would like to submit, my lord, is that according to the petitioner, the child going by public transport or going by an auto is not permissible. Now the respondent is not a working lady.
And he's been giving that 30.
She cannot afford a car, a luxury car, and send the child in a car to the school. There are so many factors, my lord. She's also mother. She's not done it intentionally, anything like that. And what 27,000 rupees? Now they are paying that 27,000 rupees, 30,000 rupees
2 months.
since 2 months, my lord. My only submission, my lord, I may be allowed to file my detailed version of objections.
When did you appear before the court? Or when was the wakalat filed?
1 month.
Objections to main petition was filed on 31st of January 2025. No, I'm sorry. I have also filed a memo on 21st of January where the mother tells the father, child is refusing to go to school until you come and pick her up. You pick her up and take her to school. 21st of January memo.
Because he said that going in a car is the best thing to do. And every kid in their school comes in the fanciest, most cars. And he says going in an auto is an embarrassment. I have those proofs also. I'll provide it in the next hearing when accommodated.
My lord, the child is hardly 3.5 years, my lord. And she badly requires the company of the mother. Anyways, there is in place, interim order is in place.
But I
So
will,
going beyond that interim order, he is seeking relief, my lord. So my humble submission is that my objections may be filed and detailed objections may be heard. The interim order is in place, my lord. It is accessible to the child.
21st January memo, my lord, I have filed on 21/1. When the child is unwell, mother calls the father to bring food from his house to her. Page, memo dated 21/1/2025. The chat is dated 14th of February.
So you're having something in addition to what has already been granted by the.
Yes, I do.
Let it continue.
But 25th of March, Lord, I was granted 50% of the spring break vacation that the child had in school.
That's within the set duration.
Yes, only for that duration. Now the vacation starts from 16th of May until 14th of July. 2 months, the child has vacations.
But, she's just 3.5 years old, and you can't take her long durations outside the place. And she requires to have the company of the mother also. Already, what the arrangement that is made by this court and the trial court is, I think, as I'm telling you, I've never seen in any other case. So you can't bargain more than
May I make
whatever the circumstances.
May I make one request? May I make only one request? My request. There are certain facts which I can't place on record before your lordship that were conveyed, my lord, to your lordship's precisely in an in-chamber hearing. My lord, I'm willing to, my lord, place those facts before your lordship in an in-camera hearing if your lordship has a time. I understand, my lord, we only have 2 days. My lord, that material, my lord, will change the course of the entire case. I have, my lord, that evidence which would shock the conscience of the court. Therefore, my lord, I have filed an application for permanent custody in a writ petition where I have sought only visitation, because facts are such that the child is living in an environment which is absolutely unsuitable for any child. I'm not talking only about the physical environment. If the lordship has it, my lord, in camera, I will be able to place that material, my lord. I have that material with me.
But anyhow, this is continuing, that can be taken care of after vacation also.
My lord,
The month, what's going to happen?
my lord, my lord, your lordship may verify this from the mother's side. My lord, I have messages here. Every time I drop the child, she does not want to go back to the mother's house. Every single day, though I have visitation every single day. But this is I understand the child's age and sex, my lord. But the Honorable Supreme Court also says, in fit cases, my lord, mother is to be the best.
Oh, you're having the best, the best time with the child. You're having the best time. You have what is order of the court.
50% of the vacations 10 to 4.
And apart from that,
But school days,
Page
school,
number?
Monday to Thursday, page number
what else you want?
89.
The petition is permission to pick up the child from the school after the school hours and to have the custody of the child till 4 p.m. on all school days.
Yes.
So every day you are having. So
No,
Monday to Thursday.
Yes.
And to have the custody of the child after school hours to till 6 p.m. on every Friday and on other days.
Yes.
And this court had taken care of your overnight custody also.
Yes. No, all I'm
But
requesting.
what now? Some order needs to be passed.
Vacation.
On the merits of it.
No, I'm only requesting for vacation, my lord.
The vacation also you're having the overnight custody.
I don't
And
have, my lord.
This is what is passed by the court.
No, only for Saturday, Sunday. That's all. No, not for the entire week. Only for that spring break. My lord, was in April first week. Lord, for the summer vacation, right now the family court's order is in place. The modification made by his
No,
lordship,
the family court's order is 50% of the summer vacation.
10 to 4. 10 in the morning I have to pick up. Can you please? At 10 in the morning I have to pick up the child, and 4 o'clock I have to drop her back. That is the order.
So all days, 50%.
50% of the vacation.
Yes.
Lord, I'm
And
requesting-
apart from that, as per the order passed for this court, you are having visitation on Saturday and overnight custody on Saturday and Sunday. Then when will the mother spend time with the child?
No school. My lord. From May 14 there is no school at all. Therefore, I will not have the daily access. I will have 50% of the vacation. I will not have the other daily access. That will
So other daily accesses, you're having the weekend custody,
only on weekend. My lord. Therefore,
Saturday and Sunday.
Lord, all I'm requesting is during the vacation, Lord, if I want to take the child out of 10 to 4, I have to pick her up at 10 and drop her back at 4. She's extremely comfortable, my lord, at my place. I live with my parents. I live with an extended family of more than 50 people.
What about the mother? That I'm asking.
The remaining 50% the mother has custody. My lord.
And then no, in that 50% only you're asking now.
I'm asking for in my 50%, the 10 to 4, for your lordships to modify the order permitting me to have overnight. Instead of 10 to 4, my lord, and drop her back at 4 o'clock every evening, I will pick her up for the first 50% of the vacation and drop her back at the end of the 50% of the vacation. And if I'm in town, the mother can have her during the weekends. That's all I'm
You will
saying.
have the complete custody of the girl.
50%.
50% of the.
Or, my lord, your lordship may grant me 15 days, my lord.
No overnight custody at this stage for 15 days.
Or, my lord, weekly, my lord, 1 week with the mother, 1 week with me, even the alternate, my lord. Because child has already been with me for 5 nights during the spring
You
break.
can't rule out, in the circumstances where the financial condition of the mother and the father compared to it, he's in a better position. So child will definitely have the comfort more with the father. And if this kind of order is passed, definitely that will have an impact on the child.
May I make one request, my lord? I will not claim around 50%. Lord, 1 week with me, 1 week with the mother during vacation time. At least I can take her to Mysore, Lord, places of interest to the child, Bandipur.
Have the balance, let that morning to evening go on. After evening, let the daughter be with the father, mother, so that it will be balanced. And he cannot, she is not some property that where he has to, fight for it.
Absolutely.
He is having enough that, please wait. He has the company of the child. Like, in none of the cases this is happening. Let him be happy with it. And let him not, already this court has granted something which is more than what is granted by the tribunal, the family court.
May I make only request? My lord, 5 minutes at 5 p.m. if your lordship finds it, only for 5 minutes. No arguments on merits, my lord. In chambers, only for 5 minutes, my lord, not more than that. Not even 5 minutes, 2 minutes is all I request for your lordships. My lord, ultimately, we're looking at child's welfare. Whether it's the child's welfare to be in the environment she's in, if your lordship can, my lord, kindly indulge me and provide 2 minutes, my lord, at 5 p.m. Only 2 minutes, my lord. Thereafter, I'm in your lordship's hands.
No, I have a Lok Adalat today,
On
2:30.
2:30. Obliged.
Yes,
Much obliged.
both the parties.
He is my lord. He is my lord.
Yes, 26.
I for the petition.